On August 28th, 2024, Bedwars would receive its most controversial update of all time. This update was the pre-game name obfuscation update, where all players' usernames were officially hidden in the pre-game lobby of Bedwars games. Immediately after this update was released, it received heavy backlash from sweats and about half of the Bedwars community at the time. The main issue with this update was the fact that hackers were starting to become super common. And let's say you're in a 1v1 clutch situation versus a hacker, and you lose to this cheater, and then you queue into a new game. There's a chance of that hacker being in that game again, and you won't be able to see them. And unfortunately, you'll have to encounter them again. But the quote-unquote good thing this update did was make it so new players had an easier time getting into Bedwars. In my opinion, yeah, this kinda happened, but I think it barely worked. New players still queue sweats just as often as before, but unfortunately, Hypixel probably doesn't care. As I'm writing this, in July 2026, Bedwars hasn't seen 8,000 players since January of 2026, which I still have no idea how Bedwars even got that many players during that time. Anyways, this might be an insane hot take, but I believe if the obfuscation was reverted, Bedwars would start averaging 10,000 players again on the weekends. You can call me crazy, but from what I've seen, thousands of players quit Bedwars when this update was released. To be clear, I would not have a problem with this update if Hypixel actually banned cheaters and had an anti-cheat that heavily nerfed closet cheaters. Although I know it is super hard to nerf closet cheaters. I believe Mindman Club, which has one of the best 1.8 anti-cheats, still has a bunch of closet cheaters. But it's definitely less severe than Hypixel, and they probably actually get banned. And in recent times, there have been overlay add-ons that allow players to blacklist players they fight that they were cheating. And it's only getting more advanced and more players are adding this. Although most of the time I queue a player that's blacklisted for cheating, they actually end up being legit. But in the 30% chance I queue a player that's actually blacklisted correctly, it's pretty nice knowing that I could have dodged this if the obfuscation wasn't a thing. But one of my final verdicts for this video is I believe this update was a net negative for Bedwars. But don't get me wrong, this update did kind of make it easier for new players to get into the game, but I don't really think it worked out as much as Hypixel probably expected it to. Anyways, it's been nearly 2 years since this update came out, and I don't think it'll ever be reverted, unfortunately. Enforced Boss, I know you're watching this, bro. I want it reverted too. Trust me. I think we learned that Hypixel will never revert a horrible game feature. From the way we saw them react to the Slumber Hotel's ticket machine. Man, I don't know why they ever thought making a ticket machine give raw Bedwars XP was a good idea. And then to add XP doublers instead, bro, where do I begin? The Slumber Hotel ticket machine single-handedly ruined the Bedwars star leaderboard. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. But honestly, since the name obfuscation update back in August 2024, Bedwars has only been going downhill. And earlier this year, when the Dream Feast released about 2 months ago, it was solid, but honestly, this update should have been a thing 5 years ago, back in 2021, when Bedwars was peaking at 25,000 players on average. Not even peaking at 35,000 probably. It was insane what Bedwars could have been if it was managed properly and wasn't treated like it was a pile of garbage by the Hypixel team. Anyways guys, I hope Bedwars never dies completely and games will continue to queue. But unfortunately, with the way things are going, it might be gone by 2030. Super sad to think about. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Minecraft Bedwars video.